In this video, we will briefly discuss pragmatics in linguistics. But first, what does pragmatics mean? Pragmatics is the study of invisible meaning, or how we recognize what is meant even when it's not actually said or written. To clarify more, pragmatics is based on assumptions and expectations between two people trying to communicate. Still didn't get it? Well, let's give you an example. You see this newspaper advertisement, and by seeing the sentence as a whole and understanding the phrase as a combination of meaning of words, you might think that someone is announcing the sale of very young children, but instead, you automatically think that it is advertising a sale of clothes for those young children. This example explains that words do not only have one meaning, you just have to guess its meaning from the context, and that is what we call pragmatics. There are some very common words in English that can't be interpreted if we don't know the context. Can you know the meaning of this sentence? She have to give it back to me tomorrow. Who is she and what is it? It's impossible to know unless you know the context. And these expressions are called deixis. It's a Greek word which means pointing. We use deixis to point to people, places, and times. As shown in this table, it's divided to two parts, close to speaker and not close to speaker. If you are referring to someone or something that is not close to you, you shall say she if you are referring to a person, here if you are referring to a place, and now if you are referring to a time. While if it's not close to you, you shall say her instead of she, there instead of here, and then instead of now. In discussing the deixis, we assumed that the use of words to refer to people, places, and times was a simple matter. However, there is another part of pragmatics called reference. It's an act by which a speaker uses language to identify something, by using proper nouns as Chomsky or Jennifer, or pronouns as he, she, or it. What about the sentence? Can I borrow your Chomsky, please? As a phrase, it doesn't make any sense, but you automatically guessed that they are asking about a book written by Chomsky, and that guessing is what we call inference. Inference is additional information used by the listener to create a connection between what is said and what must be meant. And hopefully this video will explain it to you.
2017 model Bella Hadid arrived in an incredibly chic outfit that got everybody's attention. The sheer, form-fitting Alexander Wang catsuit featured.
Of course, you noticed how she used inference in saying Alexander Wang catsuit, instead of saying a catsuit made by Alexander Wang. Now I want you to watch this video and focus on how she's referring to the person.
But when it's one of the most recognizable, big-hearted, delightful, fun, strong people on the planet, he's all you need. Please welcome Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson!
Exactly. She was describing him at first, then she said his name once at the end. And that's what we call cataphora. The opposite of cataphora is anaphora, and it's saying the name once, then referring to it as a he or she. And now, my favorite part in pragmatics markers. As easy as it sounds, they are optional words to beautify the sentence. For example, speakers can use the word you know to indicate that knowledge is being treated as shared, or they can use I mean to self-correct or to mark an attempt to clarify something. I know, that's too much to take in 5 minutes, and there is much more to discuss in pragmatics, but that's all I have for you today. I hope you now understand what pragmatics is, and thank you for watching.